So I hope by now you have a better understanding of what it was to be alive during the Roman Republic period. With that, let's look at the map. After 500 years of the Republic, it had expanded its borders to absorb Gaul, which was named after, yes, the Gauls, and it's modern day France, and the peninsula area they named Hispania, which now is modern day Spain. And we see the expansion of the Republic encroaching upon the grand empires of Egypt and into Syria. With this expansion of territory come also experiences of great social and political unrest. A lot of assassinations, revolts, slave uprisings. In fact, the slave gladiator Spartacus led a revolt in 73 BCE that you can easily look up online and watch a few movies about. The reason I bring all of this up is because these times of chaos lead to the Senate declaring Julius Caesar as dictator. Now, Julius Caesar was a powerful statesman. He was of the noble class. He had served as a military leader. He was credited with the conquering of Gaul, and he was an extremely persuasive public speaker. The people of Rome loved him. In fact, today, we still call one of our months, or we have named one of our months after him. The month July is named after a Julius Caesar. Now, with that conquest of Gaul, he not only had gained lots of territory for the Republic, but lots of money and lots of support by the people. Therefore, with these difficult uprisings and social and political unrest, the Senate decided to declare him a dictator for life, which was unusual. Remember, a dictator is something that is given as a title for a specific job and a specific amount of time. Julius Caesar decides that one of the things that needs to be fixed is a inclusion of the Egyptians, and he takes advantage of an Egyptian civil war. The Egyptian civil war was between Cleopatra and her husband, brother. Yeah, remember, the Egyptians, brothers and sisters, always marry. So Cleopatra was queen of Egypt, and her brother was the pharaoh of Egypt, and they did not get along, and this erupted into a civil war. Julius Caesar takes advantage of this political unrest in Egypt by traveling down there. Now, Egypt had a good relationship with the Republic. In fact, Egypt was seen as a provider of many of the resources, like grain. It was often referred to as a breadbasket. So this relationship of import-export with Egypt had led Julius to think, you know what, we should just take Egypt. And with the help of Cleopatra, he takes Egypt. He not only gains more fame, more fortune, more loved ones, more beloved by the people, but then the Senate thinks, I think he's getting too powerful. The people like him too much, and so they assassinate him. Of course, we're not going to get into that. This is an art history class. I can't talk a lot about this. If you want more information, you can Google it online or email me. So much going on. But I will say this. It is during the assassination of Julius Caesar in the Senate by the senators that he screams out, "Et tu, Brute?" And he's saying that to one of the senators, Brutus. He's saying, "This is you too, Brutus." Because people see the symbolic, or they see the assassination of Julius as the symbolic assassination of the Republic. Why? Well, because after he's dead, the people of the Roman Republic are freaking out and they don't trust the Senate. And then a large Roman civil war rises out. And on one side, we have Cleopatra, who by this time has hooked up with one of Julius Caesar's friends, Mark Antony. And on the other side, we have Julius Caesar's adopted son. His name? Octavian. Octavian is fighting for power to control the Roman people at the same time that Mark Antony and Cleopatra want to rule and control the Roman people. This civil war will go on and on and on, and then, spoiler alert, it ends with Mark Antony dying in battle, Cleopatra committing suicide, and Octavian being the successor to his adopted dad, Julius. So here we are. In the year 27 BCE, the Senate agrees and elects Octavian as Imperator. Imperator is a title that we now use as emperor. When he is elected Imperator by the Senate, he is not a dictator, but instead a ruler over kings, and therefore ends the Republic. So with the rise of Octavian, we see the birth of the Roman Empire, the death of the Republic. Oh, so much drama, I know. So next week, we're going to pick up with the birth of the Roman Empire, and then we're going to continue through to its fall. Woo, bye.